There's no doubt that there's many misconceptions about various business models, many misunderstood business models in the market today. And there always has been. I mean, back in the day, franchises were almost outlawed by Congress in the United States. But today, there's no doubt that network marketing is by far the most misunderstood business model on the planet, not by the general public, but by distributors, members involved with various network marketing companies. In this short session and over the next few days, I hope to help people get a clear perspective on the true life-altering opportunity and power that this profession offers.
Welcome to the MLMSuccess.com podcast, the show designed to return the network marketing industry to its roots of personal growth, leadership development, and wisdom of the ages success principles. We share with you real success stories from real people that we hope will inspire and encourage you personally and help you progress forward in your business and your life. We believe if you build people, people will build the business. Now here is your host, who has been called the number one mind in network marketing, the MLM Prophet, network marketing virtual mentor, and a host of other names that we will not mention because this is a family show. Frankly, he's just a small-town guy that figured out that the real product in network marketing is people. Dale Calvert.
Since January, myself and many members of our North America launch team, we've spoken with literally thousands of network marketers from all over the world. And to say it's been a horrifyingly shocking experience would be an absolute understatement. I would say that the majority of people don't know if they're involved in affiliate marketing, network marketing, if they have some type of investment deal going on, if they're involved in direct sales, or really have any vision for what they're doing or understanding. Most kind of like the products and then decide that they would become a distributor, which is normal, and that's common. People, they try a product, they like it, I can get a discount and maybe sell a little bit of it. And that's kind of how they wander into network marketing with really no understanding of the history of this profession or the upside potential. Then they go to a conference, they get all fired up, they get all excited, they think they're going to get rich, but they've never really thought about how does that all come together? What is the vision? What's the game plan? What's the road that leads to that type of wealth that they've heard about? No game plan, no big dreams, but no idea how to really put themselves on a track and stack the odds for success for them to be able to accomplish those dreams. A few years ago, I heard an owner tell me, and he just told me, he said, our goal is to keep people dumb, excited, and selling products. Dumb, excited, and selling products. And that pretty much describes, and unfortunately, the majority of people in the network marketing business model today. I've said many times, if you want to be in direct sales, sell yachts or sell something that has high commission rates. Network marketing is about a lot of people doing a little bit. With most compensation plans, if you can create 8 to 12 loyal customers, you're good. I'm going to say that again. With most compensation plans, if you can create 8 to 12 loyal customers, you're good. You'll never reach your full potential if your focus is on creating dozens or even hundreds of customers. That's not how wealth is created with this business model. Most people confuse network marketing with direct sales. In fact, most network marketers treat their business and act like they are direct salespeople. Yes, acquiring customers is part of the business. It's a real important part of the business. Very important, but a very small part of what it really takes to move forward and reach your full-time upside potential with this profession. I mean, I've always taught a concept called retail to recruit. The only reason to continue to retail products after your initial launch, after the initial launch of your business, I mean, you should have, within 90 days, you should have a pretty solid customer base if you've got an effective launch process that has been taught and that you're implementing the way it should be implemented. But you should continue to retail products, but that should not be your main focus. Some of your best team members are going to be satisfied customers first, without question. But here's what makes network marketing such a powerful business model with huge upside potential, far greater than any business model that I've ever seen. And you got to really wrap your mind around this if you expect to really fulfill your true upside potential. As a distributor with any company, you not only have the right to market the company's products, but you also have the right to market the business opportunity. Most companies retain that right. They don't give those rights away. If you look at it from a franchise perspective, if I start a McDonald's in Kentucky and I want to start another McDonald's here in Georgia, then I have to pay another franchise fee because the company retains the right through franchise fees, etc. They don't give the rights to market their business away without paying another franchise fee. It's kind of fascinating to me how much this business has been dumbed down, for lack of a better term. People think, oh, I'm doing great. I've talked to people, oh, Dale, I'm doing awesome. Great. How you doing? How long have you been full time? Oh, I'm not full time, but my auto ship is paid for now. How long you been there? 3 years, and my auto ship is completely paid for. I don't have to pay one penny of my auto ship. And that's doing real well. That's real successful. And that's kind of what we've done. We've appealed to mediocrity instead of inspired greatness. To open, we'll say, like I did some research and just on Subway, and to open one restaurant, just a Subway, and a Subway is one of the most inexpensive fast food franchises in the world. And to open a Subway franchise, you have to have liquid assets of at least $30,000 and a net worth between $80,000 and $300,000. And this is according to Entrepreneur magazine, which that's real reasonable. $30,000 cash, $80,000 to $300,000 net worth. And Subway will talk to you. Subway startup costs include construction equipment, leasing expenses. The average is $116,200 to $262,850, and that's according to Subway themselves. The average Subway franchise profits $30,700 a year. So the return on your investment, by the time you invest your $116,200 to $262,850, it's going to be a 3 to 9 year return on investment. But really, if you only have one Subway, it's like buying yourself a job. I mean, you need, at least 4 good stores to have a nice income and, spread the risk around a little bit. At least 4 stores. 4 stores would make you $125,000, $130,000 a year with 4 Subways. But your initial return on investment is going to take 3 to 9 years for each store just to get your initial investment back. And again, you would have to pay additional franchise fees because Subway retains the right to market their business. I can't go buy one Subway in Kentucky and then decide I want to put one in Georgia and Florida and wherever else I decide to put a store. Every time I open a new franchise, I have to pay a new franchise fee. Plus, once I have them operational and up and going, whether I make a profit or not, Subway's going to get 8% royalty on everything that's sold from that shop. And when you just stop and think about that and compare it to network marketing, you have your initial inventory and equipment. And the way I've always looked at this is, okay, so I find somebody that's career frustrated, that's looking for a change, that wants to really build some financial independence and be their own boss. And let's say I'm here in Georgia right now. Let's say I find someone in Lexington, Kentucky, and I go in and I help them get set up and get their initial product and tools and whatever they need. And I would initially make about $600, depending, up to $600, helping them get started. And then once they build their business and they start acquiring customers and expanding their business, as their business grows, they could build $1 million team when it's all said and done. And the bare minimum royalty I would have on that is 10% or $100,000 a year. And that's from getting one person started. And I've always taught, and I believe this, the way to build this business is find 3 people a year that want it as bad as you do. 3 people a year that are willing to go to work, get focused, learn the systems, learn how to run their quote unquote franchise. And you find 3 people a year that want it as bad as you do. In 3 years, you're a superstar. And, if it took 3 years to build that $1 million gross business out, and you had 9 of those because you found 3 a year for 3 years, you're almost at $1 million a year just in overrides. And again, I don't want to get into too many numbers here. I just want you to understand the concept. Network marketing is not about direct sales. It's about building teams. Your long-term income is in direct proportion to the number of leaders that are developed on your team. Those of you that know me, I've always treated network marketing, team building, really like a franchise. I always have. And why would you buy a franchise? Why would you buy a franchise and instead of starting? Why would you buy a Subway instead of just starting Joe Subs or Sally Subs? When you invest in a franchise, what you're investing in and what you're buying are proven recipes, proven systems for operations. Is that right? That's what you're paying for. The network marketing would be so much easier. It'd be a much easier business model if it cost franchise money to join and you were in risk of losing your franchise if you don't follow the systems. Okay, I've got a Subway in Hawaii, and because I'm in Hawaii, I've decided on every sub that goes out of our shop, we're going to put pineapples on it because we're in Hawaii. Well, if I do that, I might get 1 or 2 warnings, but Subway's going to take my franchise from me. Why? Because I'm not following the recipes. I'm not following the systems. There's systems. There's recipes that have been proven to work, and that's really what you're buying when you buy a franchise. Many of you have heard me say, the North America launch team, our team, we treat team building really more like a franchise than your typical network marketing organization. Most people are brought into teams, given basic training, and then told go sick 'em, give them the go sick 'em tiger training program. People go into the market, they have no real understanding of what they're doing. what their long-term goals are, what the path to get to those goals are, if they do have them. They have no systems, and they approach their business like they're in a direct sales business. They think, okay, I got to go sell products. If someone shared this podcast with you, there's a good chance that they could put you on a proven, predictable path to financial independence in 3 to 5 years. And I just needed to say that. And that's not hype. That's fact. Because again, if someone shared this podcast with you, then there's a good chance that they can put you on a proven, predictable path to financial independence in 3 to 5 years. Because we have refined and refined and refined our franchise systems, for lack of a better term. Obviously, we're not a franchise, but we've refined our team building systems to the point over the last several years that they're just like a franchise. It's very predictable 3 to 5 year game plan to success if you do the activities and you follow the recipes and the systems. You got to be teachable. You got to be willing to follow the step-by-step systems that are in place. You don't have to figure it out yourself. They're already here. They're already in place. You got to have a minimum of 10 hours a week to devote to your business, focusing on income-generating activities. Not being on conference calls and, putzing around on social media. I mean, really focused on income-generating activities. And the good news is you can earn while you learn. While you're learning the franchise systems, you can earn money along the way because everything is systemized. You have the opportunity to market not just the products, but also the business opportunity. And the expansion of your franchise becomes much, much easier when it's systemized. It's all online. All the training is online. We do live training, outreach, working together events daily. So, I mean, this thing is really honed in. It's really refined. And we have people that are progressing and moving forward and enrolling new customers and new team members every single month. Many who have never had that type of success. Many have been around 10, 15 years or longer and never had this consistent monthly progression that they're experiencing now. So if you're in between companies, in between opportunities, or you're with the wrong company at the wrong time, I hope you'll get back with the person that shared this podcast with you. I hope that in this short session, I've helped you try to get a better picture that, there's so many people in this profession that have been around in this profession, and they really never have been really taught anything about what it takes to maximize the real, true upside income potential of this business, which is the ability to market the business, not just the products. Not just the products. Network marketing is the greatest opportunity in the history of the world to help average people with above average desire replace their current income, create financial independence, which can lead to wealth creation, which can lead to legacy income if that's what you choose. But it's not going to happen the way 95% of the people have been approaching this business, especially over the last 20 years. Again, we've talked to thousands of people since January, and many of them were looking, many of them have found, what we're doing here, and they're beyond excited and moving forward, and things are progressing for them. But the number of aggravated, frustrated, but excited people, naive people that think, okay, I've got a business card, I've got my products, I can buy them wholesale, I can create customers, but are really not building a business. They're just kind of playing business, is just absolutely been horrifying. So I don't know who sent you here. I don't know why you're here. I hope that this podcast has given you a bigger perspective on why network marketing is so powerful. Because you can create branch offices, for lack of a better term, but branch offices all over the world, each with, 8, 10, 12 customers, but also each training future branch offices through very sequential training programs. Again, it's like a franchise, and I've talked about this my whole career. It's just the way I've always seen it. It's the way I believe, that it has to be done. If I want to teach you how to run my McDonald's, I got to teach you how to take orders at the front counter. Then I'll teach you how to work the drive-through and how that works, and then how to do the French fryer, and then how to make the sandwiches, and how to keep the restaurant clean, and, how you do your night deposits, and so on and so forth. And if I can take you sequentially through each system, each section, each method of running that restaurant, and teach you well enough where you can teach somebody else, then eventually I can hand you the keys and you can run it, but you can also duplicate it because you learned it systematically and sequentially, and now you can teach other people to do the same thing. It's the way we've always approached this business, the way we always will. My main point today is get a big vision for what is available here. A big vision. I mean, we work with people that are career frustrated, that want to create career income. If you want to make a couple $100 extra a month, I think there's much easier business models than network marketing. I mean, sell stuff on eBay. Do other businesses. Network marketing is about replacing your income, gaining your freedom, creating financial independence, and ultimately, if you're in the right company at the right time in history, there's a tremendous legacy wealth opportunity that can be created here, that cannot be created with any other business model on the planet. So I hope this has helped you. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to talk a little bit about these crypto things that are going on and are really kind of taking over network marketing and why. And I'll be back with you tomorrow. We'll continue this series. I'm just calling it the most misunderstood business model on the planet. I hope this helped you. This is Dale Calvert. I'll be back and talk with you again tomorrow on another session of the MLM Success.com podcast.
If you haven't gone over to iTunes yet and rated and left this podcast a review, what are you waiting for? At Calvert Marketing Group, we want to spend our time on the projects that we know are providing the most value for our clients and customers. You leaving us a review and feedback on iTunes is something that helps us more than you realize. And more importantly, it helps others like you find us. So if you've not taken the time to rate this podcast, please go over to iTunes and do that for us now. It will only take a couple of minutes out of your busy schedule. Work harder on yourself than you do on your business, and we will be back next week with another inspiring success story, wisdom of the ages training, or answers to your questions.